I am feeling much more positive. It's not holiday! This is all we've had for 24 hours. It's not holiday. The schools are closed because people are poorly. I don't know how to tell him. Hello folks and welcome to another weekly vlog. Hopefully a much more positive weekly vlog than last week. I don't think there's much more that could go wrong this week after what happened last week. Their famous last words. Let's see how this develops. One thing to mention right up front on this video, because I didn't mention it until right at the end of last one, and if you don't follow me on social media you might not know about it, but I am live streaming pretty much every evening at the moment around 7:30, 8 PM UK time. So if you want to check in daily to see how things are getting on with us, that's the place to do it. It's on this channel, 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish every day. And if you want to watch the replays of any of those live streams, I'm not fully publishing them as videos, but if you go to the home page of the channel, you will be able to find a playlist called live stream replays. They're all in there. They're just unlisted. I didn't want to absolutely bombard the channel with daily live stream replays, but for anyone who does want them, that's where you can find them. I'm sat outside Co-op waiting for Anna to finish her shift. She phoned me midway through it this morning. It has been an absolute nightmare. Just from people being rude and getting annoyed at the fact that the supermarkets are limiting the amount of items that people can buy, and the amount of people have been rude to Anna about that this morning is ridiculous. Also on the drive over here, bearing in mind the schools are closed, the amount of kids at the park that I drove past, oh, people don't learn. But we'll see how the week develops. I suspect at some point this week we go into full-on lockdown, which you probably already know about watching the video, because you're watching this over a week after I'm saying these words. So chances are you know if and when and where and how it all worked out. But for me, we're kind of waiting and seeing how that all turns out. We've got enough food for Andy to last over a week at this point, which is good. We've got another Gusto box arriving today, along with the food that we got last week, like soups and beans and stuff. So me and Anna are going to be good for a week. So today would be a good day. If they want to do a week, today's a good day, because once our Gusto box is delivered, we're all stocked up for all three of us, and Amy will only be here the once tomorrow, in fact, so she can eat out of what we've got as well. So this would be a good time. We'll see how things turn out. She's home. Would you like to sum up your morning at work in one word?
Not going again.
You're going tomorrow. We've fully disinfected her when she got back into the house.
Stop licking me.
Sorry. A little bit of an afternoon stroll. I would like to say this is just me coming out for health, which normally I do. We haven't actually been out today because Anna's been at work, and Dave tends to miss out on his morning walk on Mondays because that's editing the weekly vlog time and Football Manager video time, and there's no one there to walk him. I've not got Dave with me now. I'm actually heading to my dad's house, which I know is completely against any advice of what we're supposed to be doing, but it's another one of these necessity situations. He's working from home at the moment. He initially brought a laptop home. That's not working. So now he's been into work to fetch his desktop, brought that home. That still doesn't work. So he's been on the phone to his IT people there. They want to send him the parts that he needs home from work today, with someone who's still in the office and lives nearby, but he doesn't know what to ask for. So me being the computer scientist of the family, I'm heading over to go and see what's wrong, tell him what he needs. Between you and me, I suspect it will just be a case of me plugging the cables into the right holes and then turning it on. But we'll see what it's like when we get there. Well, that's my dad sorted. It wasn't quite as simple as plugging everything in, because they didn't give him everything to plug in, but we scavenged for some cables off of his old PC from years ago. We've just about got him set up. Monitor's working on the internet. Just none of his software's working now, but he's on the phone to his IT. That's their problem, not mine. I did my bit, so I'm heading back home. It is nearly 25 to 3, so we're now in the danger zone for a phone call from Andy's school. In the next 20 minutes or so, they'll be trying to get him on the bus. So hopefully the next clip you see is going to be him at home, having had a good day at school. There's a chance it might be me driving to pick him up though. He made it home fine, super early. Dave's now trying to find fish finger scraps on the table. But he was home by like 3:05. Normally he'd be home at about 3:30. So we need to be a little bit careful to make sure I'm here early tomorrow after dropping Anna off at work. Got to make sure I'm actually back here early enough to not miss him. But, I don't know, your name just kind of came out of my mouth funny. I was thinking 3 words in advance. She's heckling me again. But yeah, he came home fine. He had a good day. We did have a phone call from school just to discuss our thoughts on where he should be. Got to be careful what I say in front of him. And we emphasised again the conversation we had with the social worker last week. That's where he needs to be for as long as he can be. They understand. And that's what's going to be continuing. So a much more positive day today. I got all my work done and I got all her work done. And Andy had a full day at school, which went really well. So positives all round. I told you this was going to be a more positive video than last week's. It's Tuesday morning. Lockdown has begun. And although we could still have the option of sending him to school, for us, that means this young man is now going to be at home. We've contacted school and said we probably now are at the point with lockdown happening that we'll keep him off until after the Easter holidays and we'll review at the end of the Easter holidays. Like I've been saying all along, it's still not realistic for us to keep him off for 6 months because even now he's asking to go out. As soon as we said he wasn't going to be at school tomorrow last night, firstly he started singing the holiday song, which is a song he made up, and then started asking to go to Nottingham, go to London, go to Disney. We can't go anywhere, Andy, we've got to stay at home.
Yeah, it's the holiday.
School is closed at the moment.
It's the holiday time.
It's sort of like a holiday, but you can't go anywhere.
Holiday.
Yeah, there's people I don't know how to explain it to him, but he can't sit here in this house for 6 months. So we'll give it, taking it to the end of Easter holidays is a month, and then we'll see how things are at the end of that month. In other news, we had some bacon medallions and some spare bread because we realised the problem with buying lots of bread is that it doesn't last very long. So me and Anna get to eat some bread and some bacon and have a lockdown bacon sandwich for breakfast, which is lovely. Look at that shirt he's wearing. That is a loud shirt. That's a PlayStation shirt, I think, isn't it? We're just about to take Anna to work. I've just finished, well, had to finish my work for the day because we're taking Anna to work. I'm going to try and do a little bit of seeing what's in the co-op when we're there, just to pick up any bits that we could do with adding to our pile, which is shrinking in the kitchen because we're greedy people who eat a lot. I've just done another interview with ITV Local News, so that should be on the news tomorrow. This time I will try and actually take a clip of it so I can insert it into the vlog. If I manage to do that, that clip is here.
So I think where we're lucky these days is we do have social media. You know, in the outbreak of the Spanish flu in 1918, they didn't have any of that.
FM 20 edition starts right here.
As a gaming YouTuber, Kevin Chapman jokes that he's used to self-isolating, filming in the garage of his Peterborough home. But as a self-employed renter with an autistic son and 2 children in shared custody with his ex-wife, his concerns are mounting.
I spent last night worrying about, when's the next time I'm going to see my kids? And although I've got my younger daughter coming over now, my eldest daughter's 18 and working, well, she's a student. She's a nursing student. So she doesn't fall under the criteria of being able to come and see me. So I'm not going to see her until after this lockdown period ends. And that's not ideal, especially when I'm worried because she's working in the NHS and is getting exposed to coronavirus as part of her job.
It's important we all protect older people.
But yeah, we're going to go and do that and then picking up Amy on the way home because she can come after all, which is awesome. We're now sat outside the co-op. Anna's having her lunch / dinner. It wasn't as bad in there as I thought it would be. We managed to get a loaf of bread for Andy. So that now tops him up again for like the rest of the week now. They had some cereal, so I got a box for us and a box for the food bank. I got a few more. All the tins were on one of each, so I just got one for us, one for the food bank as well. He loves the food bank so much, I feel like we should probably support it, especially because I do feel a little bit, not guilty, but I'm still able to do my job as normal at the moment, so I do feel a little bit of responsibility that when I go in there. You're right.
It's hay fever.
Hay fever back there. To buy a little bit for that as well. So we did that and got crumpets. Crumpets in a crisis.
Got crumpets and bread?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I get crumpets and bread?
Yes, I was told not to do that.
Well,
I was told it was either bread or crumpets.
They sold me both. And I've got them both. So, not only is today the first day of lockdown, it's also the first day of Disney Plus in the UK, which Amy is absolutely using and abusing. What have you watched on Disney? Bearing in mind you got here at 3 o'clock and it's now just gone 7 o'clock. What have you already watched on Disney Plus?
The Little Mermaid's the first one, about half of the second one, and then all of Tangled.
And what's next up?
Apparently there's 3 Little Mermaids over that one, or the live action Lion King that I still haven't seen yet.
Okay. I've even started watching a Star Wars movie, which, did you know it's not called Star Trek? All these years I thought it was called Star Trek, and now I know there is a Star Wars as well. Who knew? And Andy is just enjoying his day off. Still trying to tell us it's holiday. We're still confirming that it's not. But he's, at this time of day, he's into normal routine. So he's had his dinner at his normal time. He's watching his normal programmes. He's got QI on at the moment. And in about, I say about, there's no about, in 31 minutes time, QI will finish and he'll go up and start getting ready for bed, because that's what he does every day. So at least we've got these little bits of routine still in place. Like I said yesterday, much more positive week this week. I am feeling much more positive. It's not holiday! This is all we've had for 24 hours. It's not holiday. The schools are closed because people are poorly. I don't know how to tell him. That's the Supporters of Channel member, Cal C. It is Wednesday. My hair situation is getting pretty desperate now, so expect a Kev cuts his own hair video to appear, or Anna cuts Kev's hair video to appear at some point. I'm having to wear a hat again. Andy is still at home, obviously. We have, or Anna has, just tried to do some schoolwork with him that was sent home. Would you like to tell us how that went?
3 questions and then turned it off.
I did say he won't do schoolwork at home because this isn't where he does schoolwork. Yeah, but he won't.
I know, but I was just
because school is where you do schoolwork. So this is one of the reasons why keeping him off long term just won't work, because he won't do any work at home. He's always refused. He always will refuse. And I know there'll be people who say, well, just take his iPad off him until he does it. Firstly, that would lead to an immediate meltdown every time we tried it. But secondly, it doesn't really achieve anything because he's still not going to do the work. He's still not going to be engaged with the work. And
will be high stress.
Yeah, it just pushes his anxiety up even further when he's already having lots and lots of change go on. So going from home being where he can just do what he wants to sometimes he has to work here is another change when he's just gone through 30 changes in a week. It's just not necessary. He'll be able to catch up when he gets back. It's midway through Wednesday. I think I already started today, so I think we already know it's Wednesday. We've just had lunch. I'm just going to give you a little tour of what the realities of life stuck at home are for us. So I'm working out here, making Football Manager videos, and in the background I've been watching Tokyo Ghoul, which I haven't seen before. I've read a little bit of the manga. It's awesome, really enjoying it. That's what I'm doing. And then if we come through into the house, Anna is doing uni work whilst watching A Man with a Shiny Face. What is that you're watching?
He was a murderer.
A shiny-faced murderer whilst doing uni work. No one else in this room, so Anna's got some peace and quiet to work in at the moment. And then if we come up here, knock, coming in. So Amy is actually working up here as well. So she has, what work are you doing? Maths. While calculator and iPad is off, so you're actually concentrating on your work. Yeah. You should stop getting interrupted by people. She's got work on here as well. Yeah. Splendid. And then the last person, we can't go in Andy's room because he's almost certainly naked, but he's just in there. Hold on, I'm going to use my ears to establish what he's doing. He's watching Trams or Trains on YouTube, naked in his bed. So that's what our day looks like. I'm going to go and get back on with my work now and leave everyone else to get on with theirs. This is the calmest it's been all day. Everyone's just getting on with their own thing. If it was like this all day, every day, this self-isolation, social distancing thing would be easy peasy. It's when this lot haven't got anything to do and they start getting bored that it becomes a problem. It is Thursday.
We get ready.
And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. We got him ready at normal time, told him to come upstairs, get ready, do his teeth, change into some clean pyjamas. And as soon as the words "get ready" were said to him, he just started to list off all the places we might be going and would not accept that he was getting ready to just stay at home. He is... I think it's pretending crying. He's got a massive smile on his face. No idea. What's the matter?
Okay, could you just have some coffee? Shut up.
No idea, but he's desperate to go out. He's even just sat there saying, go outside. He just wants to go outside. So I think we perhaps need to go and take our one part.
If Lewis comes. With Lewis.
No, he wants a short stay here as well. So I think we need to go and take our one form of exercise at some point today and just get him outdoors. The only problem is, of course, once he's out there, he'll then start listing all the other stuff he wants to do. And my understanding of the rules are we can't even take him to the park and put him on a swing, because I don't think you're even allowed to do that. So we'll see how the day pans out. I've got to go and get on with some work now. Anna's got work to do as well. So we'll... This is my last day of actually having a full day of work today, because tomorrow is Anna's uni day, so she'll be video conferencing uni all day while I'm on dad duty.
I'll be in here.
Yeah, but you'll still be working.
Yeah.
She's convinced that she's going to send me outside while she's doing uni. It isn't going to happen. She needs to be able to do her uni properly. And we will force you. Look at you working hard playing Animal Crossing.
What have you been doing for 2 hours this morning?
Never you mind. Getting ready for the day. And you're just loving us all being at home, aren't you? Look how happy he is.
Just had a run around the front garden, didn't you?
The front garden?
I was putting the bins out and he was there with me, having a sniff.
As long as you don't run away.
I don't know why.
Nice, as long as you didn't poo on the driveway again like you did last time you went out there.
He was just having a sniff.
Your nostrils look big today, Dave. Well, it's the afternoon now, and here's a sentence I never thought...
What is this?
I don't know.
Everyone's doing their DIY. Here's a sentence I never thought I'd say. We're out on our government-mandated exercise.
It's the sun.
Because it's the only time we're allowed to leave the house if we're not going to the shops, and we don't need to go to the shops today. Andy has been asking to go out all day, and he's so desperate to be outside in the sun that he's got his phone with him, and he's literally just filming the walk and filming us being outside. So we're just, having a little wander. Dave's with us as well. We're all enjoying the sunshine. It is a lovely day. If it wasn't for the fact we're not allowed to do anything, it's the kind of day where we like to go and do something. But I guess on the flip side of that,
He'd be at school.
yeah, exactly. So we wouldn't be able to anyway. But it's it's really, really nice out. What are you filming then?
The field.
You're filming the field, are you?
You're there.
You want to go over here? Well, we're going to walk all Andy, we're going to walk all the way around the field, I think.
Yeah. What I think he wants to do is go, you know, when we come out of the alleyway,
Yeah.
go to the top so you can see the windmills.
Okay. The other thing he's asked to do is watch the buses, but I'm fairly sure they're not running.
No, not the 101.
They're not running at all.
No.
So the bus that comes round near us isn't running. There is one that goes right through the centre of town, but that's like a 2-mile walk up there, so we're not going to go up there. So there's going to be no buses at all coming past. I don't think we're allowed to take him to the park. I don't think we're allowed to use the exercise equipment. I could have read the rules in more detail before we came out, but I think to be safe, we're just going to do a couple of laps of this field. What is it, Andy?
It was.
Andy, what is it up there?
Andy.
The holiday what?
The holiday sun.
There's just no telling him, not only is he off school, but the sun is shining. He is convinced.
Full side.
It's holiday time.
Full side.
Oh, David.
You finish?
How do you do it? Wait, 2 minutes.
No.
You can all look, it's being nice now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see.
Oh yeah.
Good job, Dave's too chicken to run away. Andy, there's no buses. There's no use waiting there.
But then he's straight over there for taxi.
Yeah.
Andy, this cycle.
I don't think it'll even... he's looking for a sign, I think.
I know.
I don't think there is a sign. Let's have a look. No, they're just not running. We know they're not running.
This is the race.
So there's no... We can't wait, Andy. There's no buses. Buses another day.
Andrew, come on.
Back to the field.
Yeah, we can walk around the field some more.
Then we can go and look at the white windmills.
Yeah.
The wind ones.
Of number 8.
I don't know if there's 8, but there's some up there, isn't there?
I'm not sure. Are you having a sit down? And you're checking he's all right.
Let's go to the...
We have to walk all the way around the rest of the field first, Andy. So we're going to go over this way, and then we'll loop round. You have to come this way. We have to do the whole field.
Watch.
And here's your confirmation.
Say, look, do not use play equipment.
Yeah.
So we can't go on
So
it, okay?
signs up on the door, and I don't know if you can see on all the individual different pieces of equipment, they've got the little signs on them. Even the swing over there, they've wrapped the swings up and put a sign on the swings as well. So that's actually quite helpful, because I think he still half thought we were going to be coming to the park, as we normally do, but now everything's all labelled up. Makes it a little bit clearer that we just can't go in there.
No, Andy.
Andy, you can't go on that. Even the bench has got a sign on, which doesn't specifically say don't use the bench. It all kind of sinks in a little bit more when you're out and about like this. And it's really, really quiet. There's hardly anybody around. There's very few cars going past. And little things like that, the signs being everywhere. It all feels very opening 10 minutes of an apocalypse movie.
Monday morning?
No, so they've gone up this week, haven't they? And over there somewhere we have the windmills just in the distance. So we're going to go and have a look. Well, I think it's fair to say where we are right now, we're definitely social distancing.
He's never been on it.
No, because we're quite far from any other people. And as Anna just said, you might not have heard because I was turning the camera around, we've never been on this field with him. But because he can see those windmills in the distance, and it's the first thing he's seen all week that interests him, beeline for the windmills. There you go, did you get a good look at them?
Yep.
So they're over there. What we've also realised is from here, you can also see one of the churches that he likes to go to, which I guess you can't even see on here. I might have to bring the drone out tomorrow. You can see the local football ground over there, the floodlights, and somewhere over there is our house.
Thanks for the support as a channel member, Paul Rowlands.
It's Friday morning, which means the first really big test of the week, because Anna is actually going to be doing uni work here today. We were thinking of swapping over, so she was out in the garage and I was in here, but she now has decided she doesn't want to do it. You have?
Oh, don't even start with that. No.
She doesn't want to do it, which is weird. I offered to move her computer out there so she could carry on, because my computer's set up for me. I can't have Anna using my computer.
I need.
And apparently that's unacceptable.
I need a browser, Kevin.
Exactly. You can't just mess around in my browsers. So I'm going to head outside as normal. We are planning on having another one of our walks today because it went so well yesterday. And one thing I forgot to say yesterday, which happened when we got back from the walk, which was mad. I got a phone call from Captain Birdseye himself, and he's sending a load of fish fingers and waffles for Andy to help tide him over the next week or so while they're not available in the shops. So Andy's food situation, completely not worried about that now. Although, that being said, we completely run out of his pop. So he's drinking water at the moment. Well, our pop is less of an issue. We can live without pop. But we need to find a couple of cans of caffeine-free Diet Coke somewhere. So I've not ventured into Tesco since Monday, I don't think.
Yeah, but Co-op don't do them.
Yeah, Co-op don't sell his pop, so I might have to go and venture into Tesco, which last time I drove past, and I drove past because of this, they were doing the whole 1 in, 1 out, queuing 2 metres apart around the supermarket thing, and I really don't want to queue to get into a supermarket, but I think we might have no other option. It is Saturday, and I haven't done actual vlog talking to camera since we hit 100,000 subscribers. Overnight, we hit 100,000 subscribers. I'm very happy about it. In fact, it happened while I was live streaming last night, so I'm just going to cut back to a clip from the live stream of the moment it happened. I think that would be something I would be absolutely in favour of, because I don't see that there's any downside to it. Oh my word, we've hit 100,000 subscribers. Oh, blimey. That has thrown me a little bit there. 100,006 subscribers as of right now. I'm just going to try and cover everything else up on that screen so you don't see all my other info. But, I can't do it because I'm touching the screen. Hold on. Let's cover it up with my Slimming World book that I'll never actually use again. Is that going to focus on that? There we go, everybody. Thank you. That is something I never thought I'd achieve when I started this. Less than 5 years ago, I started YouTube. That's amazing. I don't even know what to say. I feel like I should have had a speech prepared.
And then this morning, we cut my hair. If you haven't seen that video yet, there's a link to that down in the description below. But yeah, it's not turned out too badly, has it? I'm trying to convince Anna that it's going to be a regular thing now, and I'm never going to go back to the barbers. But that is pretty much all we've done today. It's been another chilled out day. We've had absolutely no reason to leave the house because we're nicely stocked up on food. Andy's mooched around a little bit. I've had a haircut. I then edited the haircut video, and it's now nearly 5 o'clock. I'm going to go make dinner, and then I'll wash up, and then I'll stream again. And we have very much fallen into a nice little stay-at-home routine now, which I guess is a good thing. We're making sure we're not contributing to the spread of all this because we are literally not going out at all. We haven't even been out for our government-mandated exercise today, but I get the feeling we'll probably do some of that tomorrow because we do need to get outside. Looking out the window, it looks like such a nice day out there. The sun is shining. It looks lovely and warm. I've been in shorts all week. On Saturdays, I really miss Adventure Saturday. We've got into a nice routine of Adventure Saturdays, and it is a shame that we can't go out and do something fun. But Anna has promised, once everything's back to normal, we're going to do Adventure Saturday every week. She promised both me and Andy. So as soon as this is all done, Adventure Saturdays every single week, and I'm very, very excited about it. But that's probably it for an update for today. Like I say, not much going on. Oh, and once again, huge thank you for 100,000 subscribers. Of course, normally at this point, we'd have balloons on a big cake and we'd go out for a meal to celebrate and we'd do something really extravagant and awesome. But there's not, I can't even go and buy balloons. The balloon shop's closed. So we'll call the haircut the celebration, and we'll have to remember to celebrate it properly when all this is over. And we can buy some, but I'm not going to buy the balloons now. I'll have to save them for 200,000. It's Sunday morning. Anna had very loud Zumba stuff on because you're in the middle of Zumbering. As part of your trying not to be lazy while you're at home, aren't you?
Yes.
She's Zumbering. It's just occurred to me that because she's at work tomorrow morning and this one here is still off school, I'm going to have to do all of Monday's work today. Yeah. So I got up late thinking, lazy Sunday, it's lunchtime, and now I've got a full day's work ahead of me. Very sad about it. I'm going to do it in a second. He's so desperate to go out somewhere that he's even asking to go to Asda now, which he doesn't like going to, other than the fact he knows they've got a lift. So he's looking at Asda. He is sat there looking at Asda on his iPad because he's that desperate to find somewhere we can take him. But there's just nowhere we can go apart from those windmills earlier in the week. He's just desperately trying to find anything that will let him go and do. Because as far as he's concerned, we're just being mean and not refusing to take him anywhere. So
I had to show him last night that Inflate Nation was temporarily closed.
Yeah.
For weeks.
He is starting to struggle a little bit at this point. We've what is it? Day 6 today of the initial 3-week lockdown. And of course, it could end up longer than that.
I go, everyone's poorly, everyone's sick. Sick in the bathroom? Yes, sick in the bathroom in the toilet.
Good. I don't know how it's going to be this time next week, though. He is
I've told him to
starting to get so bored.
Right. Try after I do this, try that, find that. What's his name?
Jumpstart Johnny.
Yeah.
So that's the exercise he does at school every day, Jumpstart Johnny.
So I'm going to do one more song.
And swimming.
On this.
We can't go swimming, Andy.
And then I'll do Jumpstart Johnny on YouTube.
No.
Here?
The problem is, that's school thing, so he wants to do it at school, not here. Right, I'm off to work. So, this is Jumpstart Johnny, which you do at school, and now you're doing it at home as well. Is it good?
Holiday time.
It is, and you're doing your exercise. Is this going to have to be a daily thing now? They do this first thing in the morning every day when they get to school to get their blood flowing and just get some energy expended before the day gets going. And as you can see, or you could if it wasn't going all blurry, as you can see, he's enjoying himself. So we're doing some Jumpstart Johnny. Oh, Anna's doing it as well.
Excellent.
This man looks like he's older than me.
You know what's up when you hear that thing.
And I bet he's a multi-millionaire. Well, we're mixing things up a little bit this week. Normally we start the vlog outside the co-op. This week we're ending the vlog outside the co-op. I can't be doing with queuing to get into shops. I had a master plan. I'm telling the internet now, so it won't work next week, I imagine, if everyone listens to my master plan. But after normal supermarket closing time on Sunday, I figured a lot of people won't realise this place is still open because it's never hugely busy on a Sunday night anyway. It's 6:30 and it was completely empty in there. Nobody queuing up outside. They had so much bread and milk and butter. I got all of the stuff that we needed. So we've got some waffles, we have some treats. Anna asked me for clusters. I didn't know if she meant clusters or clusters. That's how much stuff they've got. I could get 2 different types of cluster. It's amazing. So yeah, there's my tip for you. If you've got one of the smaller supermarkets that can do a full day's opening on a Sunday, I think they have to be below a certain size, hit them up Sunday evening. That's your best time to get in and get your essentials for the week without having to queue up outside. So we've got milk, butter, bread, a little bit of cereal. Add that to the Gusto box that'll arrive tomorrow, and that's us done again for another week. I've never bought such a small amount of stuff. Oh, and also the other thing, if I haven't convinced you to go to a shop on a Sunday night so far, somewhere in here, they even had, on a Sunday evening, hand sanitizer, which is the ones that contain 60% alcohol. So it's exactly the type you're supposed to have. So they even had hand sanitizer in on a Sunday evening. This is the time to shop from now on. But we will wrap the vlog up there. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel, but help us with the push to 200,000 now. Now we've hit 100,000. So subscribe for next week's vlog, the daily live streams and whatever else comes up in between. And thank you very much for watching.